Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much for joining us in this video, in which uh, and it's actually a series of videos which are used to explain you how to create an ALV report, right? Uh, and First of all, I would like to mention that and express my special thanks to this source which I have mentioned in here. That was very helpful and inspiring me to share the ideas learned from Zafar Karnalkar, a very great presenter, and his video, uh, the, the the link of which is shared here, it has been very useful. So I recommend everyone to do watch this video and and uh, and support the channel as well. Okay, thank you very much. Let's run it so that we see that how. uh, so on the 2 3 columns we have shown you that these are coming, and the rest we will do together, right? So first of all, let me show you the code, explain you, and we will do it from the scratch, right? So that you can know. So in our previous video, we completed until the build, uh, yeah, the build report. This was done, and after that, we have this object which these are the procedures. Uh, this is the procedure which makes the TLV ALV report. Since you have the internal table all well in place and the field catalog, these are the publicly declared so that the functional module which creates the ELV can use these variables and design the ELV report. So this was the object, right? And we see that we can take that. So we completed this, right? PODs and build report, right? So the internal tables were ready, and then we showed you through the debugger that how these are looking like in the memory, right? The next is this is the ALV report, and we are going to explain this to you. The first thing we do is that we clear these variables which we define so that the first thing we do that they become clear. If they are holding anything, so they are initialized, right? This is a normal or understandable thing for any programmer, that we do not want to confuse the previous run that might have resulted in some value changes in a variable. So it is always good to initialize the variable each time it is run. So one is the report counter, that is the column count actually, and then for field catalog, internal table for field catalog, and one liner work area container of the field catalog. These are the first thing we have done is we introduced a selector, right? So let me go back to IT table. This is the we have the table. If I take you to the IT table. Yeah, yeah. And here we have included one variable. We will explain to you that what is the purpose of this essay. You can name anything, right? Or not mention any type. And so this is going to be it will be serving as a selector, right? If you run this, let me show you. So this is doing actually this when you select it. So the first column has this selector, which highlights the entire row. Useful. Well, while you are presenting or working on the screen, you need something which can select the entire row. So the purpose of this SEL is just to highlight the entire row, right? Okay, so let's get back to the code where we were. All right. So, so we jump back to the next position where we have this, right? So SELX. So SELX is the code, is the selector, which highlights it. And from there, and we have added one to the column counter of the report, right? So that is going to increment one each time when a new column is added. First column is the purchase order number, right? Then we can keep on copying all these information, right? Copying all this set and pasting into the next, and just changing the field name and the vendor code, well, Lifner, and the description we give here as we give the text to come to appear as a header in the ALV report. You can write anything. The only one important thing you have to take care of it is that you write the variable technical name from the structure in a capital, right? This has to be uppercase, otherwise it will make a problem. Okay, so you can see the field name are always uppercase. So this is the requirement for the functional module, which creates the ALV port. Okay, so each time you append it to the field catalog, uh, append the work area field catalog to the IT. So a new column is appended, and the variable of the work area field catalog is initialized each time you do. Okay. Then, for example, we take another. Yeah, we want to bring name. So the vendor name uh, is written as name one. If you go and see the structure, it is name one. So exactly that is to present the remaining of the things will remain the same. No change in that. Only you have to change these green ones, but this one and this one. That's it. Okay. The rest of this you have to okay. You do no change in it. The next is you may want once your columns are all ready, right? Let's add one more thing in front of you. For example, we want to add a new column, right? So we copy it from here, and right. Let's say that we want to add another set of information, for example, net price or VBRD or the name or the user date. Okay, so that is yeah. Let's take a date. Yes, let's take ER date. Okay, so we copy this AE dat AE dat. Okay, AE dat, and we go there, and this is PO date. Uh, so here we had copy, and what we need to do here is AE dat. AE dat. And here we write, say, for example, POD, POD, for example, right? And that's it. Yeah. So this way you keep on adding the quotes. And so let's check if there is any mistake. No. Okay, so let's save it as well. And we activate it as well. Okay. And now we run. Okay. So as soon as you execute it, it's running, and you see the date, POD column is displayed. Right? This way you can add all your and the ALV report will be ready. So let's summarize our learning of this session. What we have learned in this scenario that while we developed the ABAP program, which was intended to create an ALV report, and we first of all focused on the structure of the main structure of our report, for which we created a structure that and on which we are going to base our extraction of data, right, from EKKO and EKPO tables, right? So all the purchase orders related, our desired fields are collected in one structure, and then we have to set up the selection so that the user can specify his desired selection. That's what we want to see in the report, right? On the basis of those selections, and we create. So before creation of the internal table, we have to declare the internal table, right? So let's go and log on back to the SAP, and here we are executing it again so that we can discuss our procedure. Okay, we execute it. Right. So our program is now ready, and it is ready to display our report, and it displays as per our specification of what columns we want to show and how we want them to appear, and which sequence we want them to appear. So there's all the functionalities of ALV report becomes automatically. You don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is provide all the information to the ALV creating function module, and give the set up all your internal table and other variables, right, properly so that you can see uh, your report in the desired format and sequence, right? So uh, the first thing we did was the structure on which we are going to base our internal table and work area, right? So and we have to declare the internal table and work area object as well, and the vendor master for vendor master picking of the name on the basis of a listener vendor code. We need another internal table and another work area object, right? So we declared it, and also one because since we are going to use the ALV creating functional module, so there are certain variables which are necessary to make that functional module work. So first of all, you need a field catalog, internal table form, and the field one line, a line of that the same field catalog for our work area, and then you need some layout and variant and grid as their requirement for the functional module which creates our ALV report to work, right? And we need a counter. Each time we are going to increment this counter to increment the field, right? When field is 1, we are talking about the first column. When it goes +1 to second column, right? And so on. So this is the selection, as you know, the user has specified the selection, and then in these uh, first two procedures we do perform means the PO data is collected. Uh, the PO data is collected upon means uh, from the two tables in on the structure which is created, but the name of the customer, although it is part of the internal table, but that is going to be left blank for the at this stage, right? At this point of time, right? In the next when at the same time we create another object for the internal table for the vendor master, which contains the name, code-wise name of the vendor. So we have at this stage we have two tables, two internal tables, and build report makes means uses the read table property, and it reads the table one internal table and provides the data from that to the second table, right? So at this point, all our data is ready. Now we are ready to display the ALV, and in the ALV report, we first of all clear all these variables which are necessary to create the ALV report. So this is initialized to 0, right? So RPT. This is a counter, right? And this is the field catalog internal table, and this is the work area. These all are cleared. And now the first one is SEL. So we have given this name. We can give any name for it. So that is only meant to create a selector. When you click on and it is as a leftmost column, and when it is clicked on one row, so the entire row is highlighted. So this is essential for ALV look and feel, so that which row are you focused, right? The next is the implementing unit. This is the first column, and and the text for that column which you want. It can have any case or any, so you can write it any characters in it. Okay, so they are going to be appears on the top of that column. But this column name has to be in capital letters. The next is uh, so we are only copying all these things again and again and making changes only in these two parts of it. We include that. So this is the one. So first is the listener, that is the vendor code, and here we write that this is vendor code. Right? Whatever you write here, that's going to be taken as a heading of that column. The next is you copy these things again, and you just change the name of the vendor. So its technical name is name one. It has to be in capital letters, but here you can write your own heading which you want it to appear on the top of the column, and so on. So once you have completed all the columns, then you have to call the function. This is the function module, and this is inserted by call function string. Okay, and the way of inserting is using the pattern, right? When you go to the change module, and when you click the pattern, right, and here you write this function, which is the creator of the ALV grid. So all you need to do is click OK. So all your necessary things will be available. All you need to do is just uncomment the things which you want. We need minimum things. We will uncomment minimum of those which we really require. Otherwise, all the rest are will remain commented. Right? So here we use the variants and we use the internal table, right? This is and in the end, and this is the final thing, right? So if no report appears, we can write the suitable kind of error and we leave it. It is not our topic at the moment. So this is how your report is created. ALV grid is created and very useful uh, uh, for the ABAP or to learn it. And you means there are plenty of functions in SAP uh, uh, which are uh, which are made uh, for us to utilize them. And all you need to do is just use the pattern and enter it and uncomment uh, the things which you want to utilize and provide them the information and run it. That's it. So this is going to work uh, as a template for you to utilize. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.